What's going on, everybody? It's Sacred Eagle. So today I'm actually taking the time to sit down and talk to you guys about the Eagles and basically why you need to be excited, or you should be excited rather, for the Eagles going into 2017. Let's be real, guys. This was a pretty solid offseason with the moves that we made in getting two capable wide receivers to really help out our struggling wide receiver core, especially after watching last year's lackluster season. Carson Wentz should have a really fun time throwing the football, and that's one reason you should be excited, the playmaking. I feel like now the Eagles actually have a wide receiver core that's, developed with two veteran guys in Alshon Jeffrey who can still make huge plays happen, and Torrey Smith who still has some speed and some juice left in him to make some plays happen. Put that alongside Jordan Matthews just going back into the slot. Alshon Jeffrey, or I already said Alshon Jeffrey. Nelson Aguilar, who needs to prove his worth. Dorial Green Beckham, if we keep him. Like, whoever we keep at wide receiver. And, of course, we got Matt Collins and Shelton Gibson, our two rookie wide receivers, that are looking to make some noise as well. So, you can expect a lot of things coming from that offensive unit at the wide receiver position, and Carson Wentz should have a big year as well, which is going to be something to really look forward to. The running back is still an issue, clearly, and we don't want to fall into being a one-dimensional team just passing the football, but I feel like the Eagles will manage. I think the Eagles either will get somebody or they'll actually do decent with not that great of a running back and a running attack in general. That's my personal opinion. Another thing you need to be excited about is that the defense actually looks pretty good. The cornerback position is still a little iffy because Sidney Jones is injured. He's looking to try and play for week 1, which is really good to see in a young guy like him coming off of an injury that he has suffered, a torn Achilles, That's a really substantial injury to go through, especially that young in your career right before the draft and everything. So it's for him to say, yeah, I'm planning to play for week 1. It's a good mentality to have, but I like that the Eagles are just being patient with him because we're gonna need him for our future, and that's a sign that we are planning for the future rather than trying to win for 2017. Is that we're being more patient with him than we would be if we were actually trying to win this season. Like Minnesota gave up their first round pick because they wanted to win in 2016. They gave that up for Sam Bradford because Teddy Bridgewater got injured, and they felt that they could win it all this season. Clearly, that was not right at all. So the Eagles being patient with one of the up-and-coming playmakers, especially on the defensive side, especially at the cornerback position, it's a reason to be excited for this upcoming year and years to come. Because we don't know if Sidney Jones will play week 1. Most likely will not, but there's still the possibility there. Rasul Douglas is still there. Malcolm Jenkins is still there. Rodney McLeod is still there. Our linebackers, a little bit of a weak spot, but I think the Eagles will be doing just fine with Jordan Hicks. And there was a statistic that when in coverage, the number 1 hardest linebacker to go up against for quarterbacks was Jordan Hicks. So, putting that out there, lining him up with our front 4, bringing in people like Derek Barnett, Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, and now Timmy Jernigan. It'll make for a really impressive defensive front. And I can't wait to see that team go up against offensives. I can't wait to see us go up against Dallas, against Washington, teams that really burned us last year in 2015, 2016, all those terrible, terrible seasons. I can't wait to see what the Eagles have in store. And then, of course, we got special teams. Special teams has been a big factor in the Eagles and their success over the past 3.5 years now. We've had the best special teams since 2013, since Chip Kelly came over. That's the only positive thing that he gave us was like a really good special teams. We managed to land Darren Sproles. Our punter is pretty good, John Dorambos, whatever his name is. I forget his name. The long snapper's really good. Chris Maragos. A lot of good guys are on that special teams unit, and we've been killing it ever since 2013, 2014, and I don't think it's going to slow down at all. And I'm excited for this year, guys. Like, you can't not be excited for an Eagles season unless if you know they're going to be terrible, like 2011, 2012 Dream Team stuff, and then the 4-12 season that we had. You knew we weren't going to do good, and I wasn't excited at all for those years. Trust me. But 2013, I wasn't too excited. Then we started to win. We made the playoffs. 2014, I was super pumped because I felt like we actually had a chance to be a big team, and we had the potential, but we blew it, and we exploded right up in our faces, and we lost that season. 2015 was probably the worst season that I've ever seen the Eagles play in a long time. I know we only went 7-9, but it felt like we went 1-15 because we got blown out every other week. 2016, we started off hot, but you knew that we were going to end up slowing down towards the end of the season, and I can't be too upset about that. But when I do point out the coaches' mistakes and players' mistakes, that's when I'll get upset. But overall, 2017, guys, you can expect an improvement on the Eagles all around. Quarterback-wise, Carson Wentz will have a great year. Alshon Jeffrey as number 1 wide receiver, Torrey Smith number 2, and then our young group of wide receivers behind them will be really interesting to see. Running backs situation is still there, so we'll see what happens. Going into the summer, there's still a lot of offseason left for us to figure out exactly what's going to happen at running back. Wendell Smallwood, Corey Clement, Darren Sproles, whatever. Our offensive line, if we can get Mark Ingram for Jason Kelce and a few other things for the Saints in that trade rumor, then that'd be good too. I wouldn't mind that. Mark Ingram would be a big upgrade over Ryan Matthews and Wendell Smallwood in my personal opinion. But I'm not going to say a complete no to Wendell Smallwood until I see him play. But all in all, guys, you have a lot of reasons why you should be excited for this team, and I'm not going to just throw football to the side. Baseball is not good right now. There's no point in me watching hockey. Same thing for basketball. Come on, guys. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'll see you all later. Have a good day, guys.